Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. The government has decided to proceed with filing an environment case against Beijing for coral damage in the West Philippine Sea. Justice Secretary Crispin Remulla says China will be made to answer for the, quote, innumerable and immeasurable damage it has inflicted on the country's natural resources. This decision to file a case comes after Remulla's meeting with PCG West Philippine Sea spokesperson Jay Tariela and other legal and environmental experts. Remulla says the Philippines has a strong case, and it's just a matter of organizing the evidence and showing it to the proper international tribunal. He adds that the evidence would include satellite imaging and location-based photographs to show the, quote, abomination that China is doing to our waters. The Justice Chief says they hope to have the case ready for filing by March 2024 at the latest. The Philippine Coast Guard is on heightened alert until November 5th to help with security during the elections and throughout the upcoming long weekend. PCG spokesperson Arman Balillo told 1PH that they expect people to flock to various ports with the Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections just around the corner. The agency will also be monitoring overloading as well as boats carrying contraband.
Nakadeploy na po ang lahat ng mga tauhan natin para din naman po sa mga ports, para sa mga uuwi sa mga probinsya. At ang ating pakay rito ay yung visibility ng Philippine Coast Guard, saka po yung pagtulong natin dun sa mga pagkilos ng COMELEC, kasabay po ng AFP at ng PNP.
Meanwhile, the Coast Guard has already written to China regarding the October 22 collision incident in the West Philippine Sea, over which Beijing and Manila traded blame. But Balillo explained that it's difficult to rely on China's probe since they have a different perspective on the matter. He is thankful, though, of the USS continued support when it comes to maritime incidents in the West Philippine Sea.
Natutuwa tayo dyan sapagkat pinatutunayan nito ang ating partnership, no, sa mga pagkilos natin, lalong-lalo na sa pagtatanggol ng ating soberanya.
The Chinese Foreign Ministry claims the United States does not have the right to get involved in issues between Beijing and Manila. This comes after U.S. President Joe Biden reaffirmed America's ironclad commitment to the Philippines' defense. Recall that on October 22, a collision occurred after Chinese ships tried to block a resupply mission to the Ayungin Shoal. Speaking to the media, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning maintained that the U.S. shouldn't encourage the Philippines to, quote, illegal claims in the region.
美国不是南海问题的当事方，无权介入中国和菲律宾两国之间的问题。美国对菲律宾的防卫承诺不得损害中方在南海的主权和海洋权益，更不能以此为菲律宾的非法权益主张撑腰打气。
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the latest poll-related updates 3 days before the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. The Navotas police confiscated at least 360,000 pesos in cash in a suspected vote-buying case in the city. The money was placed inside envelopes and was in the possession of a local woman. She claimed the cash was for the training and transportation costs of election watchers in Malabon. An investigation on the incident is underway. In Abra, authorities are studying whether to raise the alert level in the province. They are also investigating why over 200 BSKE candidates withdrew from the October 30 race. Reports earlier said several of the bets who bowed out already have relatives in various local posts and fear disqualification. Over in Negros Oriental, a province-wide curfew will be implemented over the weekend. This will be from 10 in the evening until 4 in the morning. Call center agents, healthcare workers, and delivery service riders are exempted from the curfew. Negros Oriental was earlier placed under COMELEC control. Early this year, Governor Roel Degamo and several others were murdered in the province. Congressman Arnie Teves is allegedly the mastermind behind the shootings. Malacanang clarifies that November 3 is not a holiday. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin belied information circulating online that November 3 is a non-working holiday. Bersamin says this is nothing but fake news. Only November 1 and November 2 have been declared holidays through a proclamation signed by the President last year. Meanwhile, October 30 has been declared a non-working day in light of the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. Earlier this week, the Presidential Communications Office also said the palace has no plans to declare October 31 as a holiday. The MMDA will implement measures aimed at reducing road congestion in Metro Manila during the holiday season. Among these, adjusting mall hours and extending operations of train systems. Justin Punsalang with the details.
Starting November 13, the MMDA will be implementing traffic modifications in preparation for the Yuletide season. In a meeting with mall operators today, MMDA announced that mall operating hours will be adjusted to 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Exempted in the schedule are malls that offer government services from the DFA, LTO, and NBI. But the MMDA clarified, malls that house remote offices of state departments can open earlier. That means department stores and other vendors must start operations at 11 a.m. still. Mall supply deliveries have also been moved to 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. so as not to add to the expected heavier traffic. SM malls, however, are requesting for an exemption for branches not located in major thoroughfares and EDSA.
We'd like to serve more customers, more people, of course, since it's a holiday season. So, if possible lang din naman. So, we will be waiting for the MMDA's feedback on that.
According to MMDA, they will be waiting for the latter request from SM malls as well as their proposed traffic management plan. The agency will still need to study if the proposal is feasible.
Wala hong naka-indicate sa memorandum circular ng aming chairman whether it is within the major thoroughfares or the inner roads or the city roads ng mga LGU. So as far as I know, lahat po covered ito, the entire Metro Manila. I-inspect ng ating Traffic Engineering Center sa office po ni Director Resio if that would be feasible na pagbigyan sila. So pag-aaralan muna ho yun bago kami magbigay ng exemption.
The MMDA is also expecting more commuters, especially mall workers, on the road. This is why they will coordinate with the management of train systems to extend operating hours and cater to passengers working late. MMDA is assuring commuters that public transportation in the NCR will be sufficient during the holidays.
We will coordinate with Yusek Cesar Chavez of the DOTR for rails kung they could also adjust the operating hours of the LRT and the MRT. Ang bus carousel po ngayon natin sa EDSA is 24/7. Lalong-lalo po sa EDSA, kumbaga sufficient naman po ang ating mass transport.
Also to be implemented starting November 13 is the temporary suspension of road projects along major thoroughfares and alternative routes. However, some road projects are exempted. These are the flagship projects of the government, including the building of common stations, Skyway Extension, and MRT Subway. Also exempted are DPWH bridge repairs and construction, flood interceptor catchment projects, utility repairs and emergency works by Meralco, Maynilad, and Manila Water, and other construction that will not affect the traffic flow. Contractors can also apply for an exemption at the MMDA, which still needs to be assessed first. The agency explained that some road projects cannot be suspended because the areas remain unpassable due to the sheer size of projects.
Hindi natin pwedeng ipahinto kasi kahit ipahinto natin, hindi madadaanan yung mga areas na na-occupy na nila. Hindi naman pwede nating tabunan kasi malalalim at malalaki ang hukay. Yung mga simple lang ay maging passable. So yun lang yung mga papahintuin natin. Or hindi na kami magbibigay ng bagong permits doon sa mga excavations na alam namin na makaka-affect sa traffic.
Road projects that can be resolved overnight from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. will be allowed. However, those that will be caught undergoing construction past the mandated window will be fined 50,000 pesos. To help with traffic management, the duty of MMDA traffic enforcers will be extended until 12 midnight, also starting November 13. These traffic modifications will end on January 8, 2024. For News 5, Justine Punsala. We are One News.
And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.